Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. So last time we were talking about doing some wandering around, maybe collecting some of these resources to help out our kingdom and making our way down here to Arbor Rock, just because we haven't been there before. But I did take some time between episodes to look into the Tenebrous Depths, and I was right, it is a DLC dungeon, but I was wrong in that what I thought about it, the sort of endless dungeon, isn't quite right. So there's an option to play through this DLC dungeon outside of a main campaign. So like when we started the game and we chose to play through the main campaign, there were other options, and one of them is to go through this dungeon, sort of as a roguelike dungeon, where you head in, the floors are randomized, the monsters you fight are somewhat randomized, and you just keep pushing on as deep as you can go. This is a similar mechanic, except the floors and monsters are static. They're designed for this campaign. And to my understanding from what I've read, they are leveled to roughly where we are based on the state of the campaign. And so we can go a few floors in, but eventually we'll be blocked off from going deeper until we progress farther in the campaign. So what we fight is going to be roughly at the level for us. So I am actually tempted to try it out. Also, being part of the campaign, there is a bit of a story to it that I think the roguelike out of the campaign version doesn't have. So we will go back in and try out this dungeon. I think we're going to rest at the table, which was offered. That should count as a full rest without taking time for hunting, though it'll still take 8 hours of rest, I assume. I'm hoping that will heal up Amiri, that this will be considered a safe resting spot, so that she no longer has the Death's Door flag. I doubt it's going to do anything for Valerie's negative levels, but with a rest, Harem should be able to cast Restoration to help her. Why is there a dead guy at the table? That doesn't fill me with a ton of confidence, but sure. Let's spend the night. Yeah, so it took time. 8 hours passed, but we are fully healed.
Patience.
So I can now have you cast Restoration on Valerie. Please. And again. And in theory, what we run into in the dungeon is roughly our level, which is what I'm hoping for. Some of what I read said that the difficulty of the things in the dungeon are sort of designed for when you are about to leave the current act. So say this opened up at the start of Chapter 2 or Act 2. The difficulty level is roughly for the end of Act 2. And I don't know what level that should be. But there's multiple floors, so hopefully the top floor is fine, and it'll get more challenging, and if at some point we realize we're in over our heads, we can leave. Well, this certainly looks problematic. This just looks like poison. I don't know if it actually is, but I'm gonna grab a delay poison, which lasts for an hour. And send everyone, not just you by yourself. Alright, so we've got some side rooms. Whereats, okay. Just a level 2. Alright, this will be no problem at all. Swarms. Swarms are slightly more problematic. But again, not that bad. If you could bomb the swarms, hopefully they group up somewhat. And yeah, I think it's just weapon attacks that they're immune to, right? Critical hits, precision damage, spells with a target. Has physical damage from slashing, piercing. So that means that your spell doesn't actually work because it is targeted. I could have you go with Fan of Flames, take some burn, though you are charging. So if I move you forward, same thing, you have a Burning Hands. So maybe when the swarms move up, we'll move the two of them up to help out. Alright, we do half damage with our weapons, but they're still just level 3 enemies. Did you see those rats just go flying? Alright. Not as big of a deal as I was worried about, because I just fear swarms. Also, no treasure.
Child's play!
I'm off.
Earthbreaker. Don't really need that. It's not magical. It was this chest, right? Yeah. I guess we just keep heading this way. Let's look at the map. Okay, it's a decently sized map. Okay.
This quick.
Alpha wolf, werewolves. So this whole floor seems to be built around sort of the idea of were creatures and were animals. What do you have going on? Diseased. Right. Does delay poison help with diseases or just poisons? Probably just poisons. But I'm not seeing that anyone has gotten disease. I guess I probably should collect everything because there's a merchant just right outside. So we can just sell whatever we find.
You can thank me now.
With that in mind, I'm not going to run all the way back to the previous enemies. I think I'm just going to sort of follow this right-hand wall. Oh. But we need to make sure to actually check all the rooms we're in. Magical Tongi. Tongi of Shock +1. Also, Jubilos do not lead the charge. As always, Valerie is last.
Give the order. This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
Okay. Can you get to a position where you can charge without...
To victory!
Nope. It's like charge without going through the trap. Nope, you guys are just gonna set off the trap. I think by chance you are avoiding the trap. Never mind. Is that create pit? Did someone just fall into a pit? The Wolf, Harem, and Valerie all fell into a pit. Amazing. You guys could... If you guys could not walk directly into the pit, that would be fantastic. Everyone, get out here. You guys can... Thank you. No, don't just walk right back in. Alright, well that's certainly something. I'm trying to walk them around, and they're just like, let's walk into the pit to go around. That did not work out, but we didn't seem to take any significant damage. I just need that to go away, so I can keep exploring.
What you want?
Let's see if you can safely find a way around without going in. Oh, barely.
I need a challenge.
A lot of stuff that's not terribly valuable. Keep exploring. Okay, by right-hand wall rule, that means we're going to go through here next.
Yes.
The rest of you safely... Nope. Nope. Oh, dude. Get out of there. Looks like they should be able to walk along here, but clearly not. Please, go away. There we go. Harem was in there the whole time? I did not even realize. Man, your ability to climb out of pits is apparently terrible.
I'm there.
Lore religion. It's probably going to be harem, and it is.
But to what avail?
You succeeded at something. But we don't get to know what it was. Odd.
In due time.
I was not expecting this to sort of loop around our start when I decided to just stick with the right-hand wall.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, more werewolves and were-rats.
Don't hesitate.
Charge on in.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Okay. If you guys could pull back over to here. Not see them when I started this fight. I don't think I need you wasting all of your bombs. You can go back to just using your crossbow. Please? Are you guys just not attacking? Wait. You are burning. You were hit by an alchemist bomb. Surely not Jubilost, because he can't hit allies.
I'm there.
Was one of them an alchemist?
Child's play.
Interview with the Weary Traveler. Ooh, the Weary Traveler is one of the people we're supposed to fight in here. So is that going to be the boss of this first set of floors? Also, Amulet of Natural Armor +1. Let's read this. This ragged issue of the popular magazine Absalom Reporter features a gnome on the cover, colorfully dressed and smiling. The artist drew him in a haughty pose. His foot rests on the skull of a great reptile, and he proudly holds aloft a gem the size of his own head. In bold letters, the caption reads, "An exclusive interview with the famous treasure hunter, Brandibal Zesselwand." Sir Zesselwand. Haha, why the formality? Please, just call me Ball. Alright, Ball. You've recently returned from a long voyage to Garund. Well, not all of Garund. I mostly spent my trip in Osirian and Katapesh, making short trips to Geb, Nex, and Gelmore. What was the aim of your expedition? That's a fine question. As Desna is my witness, I've asked myself many times what the devil made me go there, especially each time I miraculously managed to extricate myself from yet another predicament. But you know what? The answer to the question is quite irrelevant. Yes, that's right. Let's say that initially I only intended to confirm a certain hypothesis regarding the architecture of pyramids. But before I even reached them, I was lucky to awaken a sphinx who had been sleeping in the sand for centuries and escaped with my skin intact. I discussed philosophy with an oracle of Wadjet, witnessed the rise of the triple sun, tasted 9 new dishes, 4 drinks, and 2 new kinds of tobacco. The pyramid hypothesis turned out to be utter nonsense in the end, but at the moment I learned of this, I was already busily investigating the atrocities of a secret cult that was attempting to resurrect the remains of some ancient monster in the middle of Sothis. As you can see, the nominal aim of the voyage scarcely matters at all. Forgive the blunt question, but rumor has it that despite your life of adventure, even you couldn't avoid the eternal bane of gnomes, the bleaching. What nonsense, haha, bleaching? Me? That's nothing more than wishful thinking of those determined to be my adversaries. The southern sun bleached my hair, and as soon as they caught sight of this, the rumors started flying. Make no mistake, if anything kills me, it will be another adventure, and decidedly not a loss of the will to live. That's good to hear. So what are your plans for the future? We'll go north to the River Kingdoms. I've been having very strange dreams lately. I won't share all the details yet to maintain the intrigue, but if even a part of them is true, then when I return, you'll be printing a tale of incredible adventure. Thank you for the interview, and good luck in your coming journey. Thank you as well. So that's what drew you here, was the dreams from the dragon to check out this endless dungeon. Right, we already grabbed all that.
Child's play.
Greater werewolves now. Okay.
I do what I must. I am yours to command.
Head on in, Valerie. Yeah, overall, this is relatively easy for our level. So, I guess I was correct about that. I don't need to overly be concerned. Ah, and these are the stairs to go farther down. So when we're ready to descend to the next level, we found the spot. Now we just gotta keep exploring because there are plenty of rooms we haven't fully explored. I don't like that these chests show up as yellow. Makes me think I missed stuff in them. Okay. That wall was apparently not a wall. There's nothing in here. Huh. Weird. I don't think I failed a perception check. But it's weird that there was a special wall that disappeared and led to nothing. Again, if there was a perception check going on, we'd probably see it here.
In due time.
Wonder if there is nothing left to this dungeon. If it's just a bunch of dead ends and we happen to choose all the correct paths? That's hard to imagine. That
I'm there.
I randomly went the right way. Maybe after finding the final stairs,
If you dare.
or some other trigger, it just makes all other paths stop? That could be, I suppose. A unknown helmet. Gutsy Brawler. Helmet grants his wearer immunity to fear and damage reduction 1/magic. Well, who would benefit from a new helmet? Suppose I will give it to you. What's your will save? Only a 4. You actually have one of the lower will saves, so giving you immunity to fear is probably wise anyway. And that appears to be this whole floor explored. And I did, I guess, by following the right path, just happened to make it there. Weird. Let's check out floor 2. We have Bull Strength cast on us. Who cast that? 'Cause I don't recall selecting that to cast Mass Bull Strength. Huh. Maybe I did and I just wasn't paying attention? Alright, here's definitely a different looking floor. With a weird portal to somewhere else. I wonder if that's a portal that takes us to the surface. So that if we want to quickly get out without having to walk all the way back through the dungeon, each floor has a teleporter. That would make sense.
Here.
Were tigers. So we're dealing with were creatures this whole area? What are you guys' deal? Bewildering injury and acidic creature. I'm going to switch you to Ray of Frost, so you're not attacking with acid on the acid creatures. Whoa, Harem just died. How? What did they do to you? Fortitude saving throw. Acidic creature is the effect. Do you guys have like a death explosion? Acidic creatures have an increased resistance against acid damage, and spells with acid descriptor deals additional damage with their weapons and can inflict sickened or nauseated conditions on their the targets of their attacks. No. I don't see anything. I don't know why he died so fast. I don't recall. I mean, I wasn't specifically watching his health, but I didn't see it going down super fast. Whoa. No. Amiri, can you cut this one off? Thank you.
Taste my fury.
Because as fun as it would be to have one of these attack my meleeers, no thank you. There you go.
You should have run.
Yeah, this floor is tougher. What level are these guys? Saying they're just level 7s. Though that's level 7 rogue. It's not mentioning the fact that they're a were-tiger, which you would think would have a level adjustment for itself. Alright. So yeah, this is definitely getting into tougher territory. So let's have Harem use his healing a few times. How long does protection from evil last? Just a minute.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Because I probably should pre-buff at this point, given the dangers.
Quiet. I'm
How's your
thinking.
stealth? Are you trained? You are.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Let's have you sneak up and disable this trap.
To arms.
Or not. Let's have you back off. That pre-buffing didn't happen. I could just use our buffs. What are we dealing with? One greater werewolf. And then a bunch of just normal wolves, plus the acidic. Which is clearly not being factored into their level, because normal wolves are level 2 animals. And adding this acidic effect should increase it. I don't think I necessarily need to buff for this fight. Alright, let's try and take out this trap safely. Nobody move, please.
You can thank me now.
Thank you. And we can collect perfectly normal wolf pelts from those acid wolves. What dangers are in this room?
In due time.
Nothing?
Child's play.
Braces of armor +1, not terribly exciting. Okay. So no, it's not just once we make it all the way through, some of the walls
Armor.
vanish. Some of the walls just vanish. So we did, in fact, just choose the right path. Or I guess the correct path. Why is the wolf not following? I mean, that would make the most sense rather than the dungeon remaking itself based on our progress.
I'm there.
But it did just seem very weird that we apparently got through and then everything, all the other doors were empty.
Someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor.
All right, Valerie, give it a go.
Fatal mistake.
Just ferocious wolves so far. Dire Venom Wolf. Well, there's a name. You are resistant to cold and electricity. Let's do a Burning Arc. I was trying to get you to attack the Dire Venom Wolf. That's fine. Okay. We're good. Something there. Ooh. Time-worn Edzlanti belt buckle from the Tenebrous Depths. Strange. An expert of antiquities may find this interesting, so we'll show that to the storyteller, I suppose. Knowledge Arcana. So we've had a religion check. Now we get our Arcana check.
Child's play.
What is that doing for us? We gain some experience, we all glow a bit, and then nothing. That's the sort of thing that I would love to see more story about. Because after all, I'm playing through this game for the story, and it feels like there should be story tied to whatever's happening there. And then just nothing.
You can thank me now.
I will thank you later.
I do what I must.
Alpha Warg. Okay. We've met a Warg in the past. The one that was at the Sycamore Tree. I don't know that it was an Alpha Warg, though it was Alpha of its pack.
I'm listening.
And toss down a quick save while we're partway through this dungeon.
To victory!
Is that really it? Just you by yourself in this room? Okay. That looked like another dead end. I think, yeah. Here's another doorway. Where tigers. Okay.
In due time. Give the order. Their life ends here.
Another were-tiger, another were-tiger. Ow. Acid spray. So that's one of the things they're doing. Apparently. Let's go with a haste. Oh dear. No, no, no. Harem,
Repent.
pull them off of us.
I still got it.
Okay, that hurt lots. I don't know if there's a safe way for us to walk past. Nope. Oh, dude, that did not work. We are getting destroyed. Valerie, please help.
Won't kill me!
I was hoping to get Harem to get a heal out earlier. That didn't happen. What can I do at this point? Oh, Amiri, I should not be having you use your acid axe. It occurs to me that that's not amazing. So let's look at your 19 to 14, 19 to 14, 18 to 13, 16 to 30 damage versus 17 to 32. They are resistant to frost, though, versus this is just full damage. Slightly less accurate. Are you guys resistant to frost, or was that just that one creature? That was just that one creature. Alright, use the Frost Greatsword. Well, you've dropped. Bane Weapon on your bow. That's probably not helping us. Yeah, this may not end favorably for us. Let's get a reload. Now that we have a better idea of what we're dealing with there, I think this is reloading us to right before the warg, unfortunately. Yeah, which we can handle.
I am your shield.
So for that fight, we definitely do need to buff up. I didn't know how far I was planning on going into this dungeon today, if we want to call it, like before leaving to rest up. So I didn't want to just spend all of my spells on a single encounter.
In due time.
I think it was the one right beyond here. Right? Yes. So let's activate our buffs. Again, I always click that button and it doesn't work. It should. Why? Okay. Our ordering has gotten wrong again because Jubilost is not an animal companion. Jubilost, you are range damage. Harem, you are a frontliner. Amiri and Valerie are frontliner, animal companion. I've got myself set to communal, which doesn't seem to do anything. Can I execute that? Probably not. I assume the previous clicking of it used it on... set Jubilost as an animal companion, unfortunately. Hard to tell.
We should
Then cast haste. You cast bless.
Was lost in thought.
Okay. Now that we are extremely overbuffed,
Don't hesitate. To victory!
alright, if you three can focus down on you, you are allowed to use your bombs again. Whoa, why are you guys... Nope, Harem, you stay and keep fighting there. Why did you guys head into the battle? I don't know. Alright, much better. Turn your bombs back off. Now, what is that? Composite short bow, magical of some sort. +1 and studded leather +2. Unidentified helmet, Dwarven Champion's helmet. This helmet enchants its wearer's main weapon with Orc Bane and Goblin Bane special abilities. Its enhancement bonus to AC increases to +2 against the attacks of orcs, giants, and goblinoids. I mean, cool if we're running into a lot of orcs and goblins. But we're not. There's our stairs down.
I'm there.
Let's disarm you.
You can thank me now.
Mug of the Weary Traveler. Okay. The name of its former owner, Balzes, is embossed on the handle of this old travel mug. It's dented, covered with mud, and some stinky gunk is dried to the bottom. But as soon as you touch it, your mind is overwhelmed with bright, euphoric visions. The mug transforms into a golden cup filled with fragrant wine. A gemstone inscription encircles the rim. Divine Emperor Brandobald Zesselwand, the first and only. You hear crystalline laughter and merry song, and frankincense drifts upon the air of violins. Forms of giant flowers surround you, and palaces of jewels and shining towers. This can only be the world of the Fae. Figures of their peculiar faces rise in songs and praise for their divine overlord. Weird. Divine Emperor, the first and only. Okay, a lot of our buffs are still going, some of them are not.
Here.
Actually, go towards the more central one.
Who will prevail?
Is that one not joining the fight? Or are you a spellcaster? Oh, displacement, that's tedious. What's with the explosive bomb? It's not you. Where we're at is throwing bombs. Okay. At least that answers the question. I'm like, surely it's not you somehow damaging us. No, one of the were-rats was throwing a bomb. Unidentified helmet. And unidentified leather armor. We've got a bombardier's vest. +1 leather armor provides the wearer a +2 bonus to attack rolls with bombs and similar weapons. We'll see how that compares to Jubilost. And then headband of vast intellect could also be good for Jubilost. So again, sort by newest. You're currently just wearing leather armor +1, and this is a +1 leather armor with bonuses. And then buff your intelligence even higher. Cool. And an unknown dart. Dart +3. And no other doors out of this room. I don't remember where we've left doors behind. Possibly one of these rooms. Yeah, okay, we've got another door here. To a dead end. Okay. I think that's this whole floor explored. Hi, Wolf. Why are you not following?
I'm off.
You're just stuck. Because I'm clicking backspace, which is highlight the whole group.
I'm
It's like
listening.
to change from just one person, backspace grabs them all. And that should include the wolf. Do you want to? There you go. Good. Let's go back over to here. Good, you're coming along. So yeah, I think we will leave at this point and rest up. Then do I try the third floor next episode? I don't know. Probably... Ooh, and we can just teleport right back to where we left. Cool. Probably with the most honest guy. With healing up and using spells, if we do... Like, I managed to make it through the first 2 floors in one day. If I use a day's worth of spells each floor, I can probably get through the next 2 floors as well. And then I'm assuming we'll reach somewhere that's locked. Until I get farther in the story. Let's look at your wares. I've got a bunch of junk I don't care about. And a bunch of other junk I also don't care about, but probably should keep. We're making good progress on this dungeon. Resting only took 8 hours. Really? Because you would think we can only rest every 24 hours. And that got all of our spell slots back?
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, it did. Alright. Well, great. I think this is where we're going to end today's episode. Next time, we will head back in and try and push deeper. For now, though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.